Oh yeah, start off the episode thinking everything's alright and Chisa's innocent. No, she is completely despair. You can see it in that smile. That's just a smile you can't trust. Oh! That's surprising. First thing after the opening is the scene we saw some time ago with Sakakura when it was a flashback when we saw Junko like over Sakakura's body in the rain. Yeah. And here we are. We have that scene of Junko over Sakakura and you know he's defeated on the ground. And I noticed for a quick second that Junko had a bat in her hand with blood on it. Does that mean she beat him? Technically, she can do that with her super analysis powers that she has. She can just predict what he's going to do, and you know what happened here. Okay, Junko starts messing with Sakakura a little. She starts going on about the whole love triangle thing between Mudokata, Sakakura, and Chisa. I don't know how she even knows about that, but okay. Wait, so you mean to tell me that Mudokata actually is? Huh? Then again, I kinda seen it coming. Well, I didn't really see it coming. More so, I was one of those people who ship those two. I didn't know they'd actually make a ship an actual thing in the show. But yeah, Sakakura has the hots for Mudokata. Huh. So that one episode sometime before, Mudokata was jealous of Chisa being in love with him. Wait, so in this scene, Junko says she wants Mudokata to, she wants Sakakura to betray Mudokata, or she'll send a picture to Mudokata. Is this the thing that Mudokata was talking about a few episodes ago, or last episode? Yeah, a few episodes ago when he had stabbed Sakakura, when he said that Sakakura did something in the past, or no, it was more so when it was when Sakakura was stabbed and Sakakura said why, and Mudokata said you know why or something like that. So I'm guessing this is going to be the reason why. We go to the 7-7 class. We're going down the hallway towards the secret room underground, and Mikan comes up and Fuyuhiko asks, "Where's Nanami?" And she says she twisted her ankle. She's in another room. You guys aren't suspicious of that? I mean, Chiaki was right behind you. I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't notice Chiaki if she twisted her ankle. If she fell and twisted her ankle, she was right next to you. Don't you guys think you'd notice that? Alright, and from out of the shadows, Nekomaru and Gundam pop out of nowhere. And guessing it seems as though they won the fight. I have no idea how Gundam did that with a bunch of hamsters. Maybe he summoned all the nearby animals or something. It's okay, so after we see the 7-7 class, we go to Chisa and Chiaki. I noticed that the 7-7 class went inside a red door. Two double doors actually, two double red doors. And Chisa and Chiaki are going towards those red doors. Is it me or that a little familiar? Like the red door from Trigger Happy Havoc that led you into the class trial grounds. I don't know, it kind of reminded me of that door. So Chisa opens the door and there's the elevator. The elevator that leads you to the class trial ground. It's the same one from Trigger Happy Havoc. Are they about to go to a class trial? Or maybe this is where they're going to be hypnotized into despair? Are they going to be hypnotized into despair in a class trial room? Okay, so Chisa kinda wrapped her arms around Chiaki. I'm a little scared for this child. My heart is really racing right now because I know Chisa is going to kill her. Chisa's going to do something. It's going to be Chisa. If it's not, then whatever, but I am highly believing it's going to be Chisa to do it. So Chisa pushes Chiaki into the elevator, and we pan up to Chisa's face, and she's making her eyes are the same eyes that Junko had at the very end of Trigger Happy Havoc when she was about to kill herself and she was about to press the button. She had the little swirls in her eyes. Those are the same exact eyes Junko had that Chisa now has. That's how you know she is in complete despair. Okay, so they're not going to a class trial ground. I was really hoping they were. But Chiaki walks out of the elevator and there's a video or live video of Junko, and she's talking about how Chisa's in despair, how thanks to Midori, that, you know, she picked up the ability to make brainwashing videos. Junko says that the video is only a prototype and that she still needs more despair in the video. And she says that Chiaki is the finishing touch to the video, which is, I'm guessing, Chiaki dying is going to be the strawberry on top for that final bit of despair that's going to get everyone to be the remnants of despairs, or ultimate despairs, should I say. What the dude, I was right. I didn't know I wanted to be right. What? So the lights turn on, all the lights in the room turn on, and there's a class trial ground. Not just any class trial ground, I think that's the first class trial ground from Trigger Happy Havoc. And sitting in his seat, who else but Monokuma? Huh. You know, I'm not even sure that Chiaki's there, but we go to the 7-7 class, who are the ones in the class trial ground. I'm not sure Chiaki's there, maybe because she's going to get murdered. But yeah, everyone's in the class trial ground. Now that I think about it, there's only 15 students there? No, there's only 14 students, because I just remembered the empty seat that was in the back of the classroom always. And since Chiaki is not there, so that'd make 14 students. So it's basically just like the first class trial, except I think by then there were 3 empty podiums with 1 empty person and 2 dead people. And we didn't even have a class trial, but Chiaki is about to be executed. Little game over animation and everything. They even changed the animation to the execution animation that we see in all the Danganronpa games. This is a weird execution. Chiaki has to run through, I guess, a maze of some sort, or a dungeon that's similar to a video game. I'm guessing she has to escape. We see her and her arm seems to be really badly injured and she's bleeding. So Chiaki steps on a trap and a bunch of spikes come from the floor and stabs her in the leg. It wasn't a pretty sight, I tell you what. No, wait, it stabbed through her foot, my bad. Now she has to get through this with a hole in her foot. Come on, man, I don't want to see Chiaki like this. This really is despair-inducing. A giant steel ball starts chasing Chiaki from behind, and these 2 little metal balls fly at Chiaki, and one of them hits her in her, I think it was her right eye. Not forget about those saw blades. I noticed they're playing 8-bit investigation music from, I think it was the last investigation in Danganronpa 2. We go to 7-7 class, and they're watching the live footage, and they're freaking out. They're talking about how they need to really help her, and yeah, basically that's it. They really need to save. They're talking about they really need to save her, even though I'm pretty sure they don't know where she is. At some point, I'm guessing it was mentioned that the video is actually making their bodies freeze. I think this is one of the hypnotism things that they still. It's kind of like the guy who used the saw on his neck. He didn't want to do it, but his body, you know, was hypnotized, but not him. Just his body. Like the 7-7 class will want to save Chiaki, but the video is making their bodies not move. We see Chiaki again, and after getting off of a blade from a wall, she starts walking, and the execution music starts playing. That's how I know it's not going to be very good from this point on. Junko starts counting down, and I'm pretty sure by the end of that countdown, Chiaki is dead. She's screwed. She will be dead. It's over. Chiaki gets stabbed in, I think that's her leg, her thigh? It looked like it was her thigh. We go back to the 77 class and, oh no. They all have the eyes that Chisa just had. The little Junko swirl eyes. Oh man. Oh, and they're all crying. Because I know I would be, and I really want to right now. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it in my voice. Hello. Of course, Mikan is being aroused by it because she's been hypnotized with the little. I'm guessing she was hypnotized the same way Chisa was. So in the distance, Chiaki sees the door that says gold on it, which I'm guessing is the exit. feeling that's not going to be much of an exit. On the other side of the door seems to be Chisa and the rest of the class. Taking a wild guess, they're all going to murder her. Chiaki walks through the door and she gets killed by a bunch of spears in the ground. Kinda the same way Mukuro died in Trigger Happy Havoc. Then under her it said game over. And we go back to 7th class and they all seen it. That's the fullest despair right there. I think that was the cherry on top. That's the cherry on top right there. So the entire class sits there, but because it can't move, falling into despair. We go to Komeda and he's talking about how Chiaki was their hope, and now they're all in despair. He says this is the despair they have to overcome. Then he says that Chiaki has become their stepping stone for hope. And then he starts doing his little stoner laugh. You guys know it, we heard it before. You know, this seems more like Nagito than ever. And so Junko welcomes them to the world of despair, and well, they're despair now. A lot easier. Actually, I guess it was easy. It was as easy as I thought. And I guess a lot of people were right. And I made this theory some time ago. I don't think I made it in a video. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. But I do remember me saying, and a lot of other people saying, that they're going to become despair because Chiaki's going to die. Or they're going to see Chiaki die. We see the Monokuma plushie and we just see an empty class trial room. Then we see a camera which seems to be looking at a dead Chiaki. Yeah, Chiaki's dead body. Exactly what we needed to see right now. Wait, huh? She's still alive. She's a trucker. Chiaki is a truck? She's a truck. She's a monster. She's still alive. We panned up to her face and she started moving a little. But sadly, she looked up and saw Izuru Kamakura. I made this prediction too. If I said it's either going to be Izuru or Chisa. She seems to still be alive. I was surprised that she wasn't killed by either. But she's still alive, and Izuru Kamakura is here. What's that going to mean? Is Izuru going to like finish her off? I see. So Izuru Kamakura does know he was Hajime Hinata. I just thought everything Hajime related was like deleted out of his head. Huh, so he does know he does know that he's Hajime. I see. Because Chiaki saw him and, you know, she said that, yeah, I know you're Hinata-kun. And he responded that, are you referring to who I was before? She wants Izuru to remember everything with them. And he says it's impossible to remember. And I'm guessing she's trying to shine some hope on him by saying that he can do anything. And then she starts trying to get up. She really struggled to. You know, it's funny, but then it's also sad to see Izuru Kamakura just kind of standing there. I laugh because he's just seeing Chiaki there. He's just standing there with a dumb blank look on his face. It's sad because he should know her. He should be helping and he should be crying right now. Izuru mentions that she's still trying to help people in a situation, even in a situation like this. She responds with you know, she loves everyone. And she makes the most heartbreaking face and says that she doesn't want to die. She says she just wanted to stay with everyone. She wanted to play more games with Hajime. Her final words is she wanted to play more games with Hinata. And then her arm fell and her face fell to the ground. Her hairpin falls to the ground and falls off her head. And Izuru Kamakura actually picks it up. He picks it up and his eyes actually start to waver. And we see his face and he starts crying. Pretty sure he doesn't know why. But the Hajime that's in him does know.